Moving forward, as I mentioned, we have lots of exciting things happening on our ship, and I'm going to pass you on to Meryellen, who will be able to share with you a little bit about how you can learn a little bit more information about Disney Cruise Lines. Big boss lady, come on down.
Good afternoon. It's good to be here in Thailand, and I'm excited to see you guys this afternoon too. So there's a couple things that I wanted to share with you. One is from a guest perspective in regard to information that you will need to know, and then also from your own perspective of what's in this for me? What do I need to know? What's it really like to work on board Disney Cruise Line? So if you're hired with our company, you're hired with a Disney organization. You're not just working for Disney Cruise Line. Disney is a very, very large company. We have theme parks all over the world. We have beautiful resorts all over the world. The Disney Vacation Club is opening up a property in Hawaii right around the corner. We have Disney movies that come out all the time. And as a crew member on board our ship, our guests expect you to know everything about our company. So they're going to ask you questions, or if they just came from Disneyland and now they're on board the ship, they're going to ask you if you've ever been to Disneyland before, or what do you know about Disneyland. So there's lots of resources out there, especially online with our websites, where you can educate yourself and try to learn as much as you possibly can. So knowing that we have a theme park in Orlando, we have a theme park in California, we have one in Paris, we have one in Tokyo, we have one in Hong Kong, is going to be helpful for you to know that, because if a guest says to you, oh, you're from Thailand, have you ever been to Hong Kong Disneyland? You're like, what's that? You don't want that to happen. So really just learn as much as you can about the company. You don't need to learn everything, you don't need to know everything. I think it's just to be familiar with who we are and what the Disney organization is all about. That'll just be helpful to you in your job, no matter what position. Because I think we're interviewing people for the housekeeping department and even for cooks this afternoon too. And as a cook with our company, you're not just working back in the galley. You do spend a lot of time in the restaurants, in the dining room, talking to the children, talking to the guests on board the ship. So you have a lot of interaction with the guests as a cook also. So what about you? How can you find out information about what it's like to work for our company? Well, first, we do have lots of crew members here that are going to be able to share information, talk about their positions. Some of them were just here last year at this time doing the same thing that you're doing, and they've completed their first contract on board the ship. So they have a lot of great information they can share with you. We also provide a lot of information from recruiting to share with our candidates as they're getting ready and new hires as they're getting ready. So one thing is our website, DCLjobs.com. If you haven't seen it, please do. We have updated information not that long ago. I think probably within the last 30 days, we just updated information on our website. We put a lot of information on there about the Disney Dream because we didn't have pictures, we didn't show any of the crew areas. We have videos. So some of our crew members are talking to you about our Disney values, or what they get to do in their off time, or what it's like to work on board our ship. Really helpful information. So again, so that's one tool and resource for you. Second thing is Facebook. So how many of us have Facebook? Who has a Facebook account? Lots of people do. Yeah. We launched a Disney Cruise Line Jobs Facebook page earlier this year. And our goal is to try to get as many fans as possible. We have a goal to get 10,000 very, very soon. We're at 4,600 and something right now. But what we do with our Facebook page is that we put information on there almost every day. So we share information about where we're recruiting, what's happening with the Disney Fantasy, what showcasing a certain department on board the ship. But it's also an opportunity that you can comment on anything that we post on Facebook. And if you are hired and you find out, oh, I just got selected and now I'm going to get my medical and my background check done, other people will comment too.